There has never been such a clownish Nepo baby. The whole world is just waiting for him to become a punchline the moment he steps out. While Jordan's son is busy dating his former auntie, and Magic's son has transformed into a full-time socialite, he insists on stepping onto the NBA stage amidst the relentless "Who's Your Daddy" chants. His father said he could become a billionaire the second he wanted to. But this kid named Bronny chose the absolute hardest path possible. When Bronny was born in October 2004, LeBron, who never felt a father love for a single day in his life, vowed to make sure his son had the finest life imaginable. So whether it was in Cleveland, Miami, or Los Angeles, Bronny grew up surrounded by nothing but luxury mansions. And don't even get started on the travel. Private jets for the long hauls, Rolls Royces for the short trips, and luxury cruises in the Bahamas for summer vacations. You could say that in every single aspect of life, Bronny was enjoying the most elite resources on the planet. And when he was just 8 years old, and said his dream was to make it to the league, LeBron immediately brought in the point guard Chris Paul to be the godfather. Then he recruited Agent Zero Gilbert Arenas to serve as Bronny's personal trainer. And here is the real kicker. After every single workout, Bronny could use his father's multi-million-dollar recovery gear to maintain his body, with LeBron doing all the heavy lifting. It seemed impossible for Bronny not to succeed. At age 9, his game highlights went viral across the internet. By age 10, he was already getting scholarship offers from blue bloods like Duke and Kentucky. He even had a crowd of basketball experts going live, discussing his potential for hours on end. But the pressure Bronny had to deal with was beyond what any normal person could fathom. Every time he stepped onto the court, fans would heckle him and throw things his way. Defenders would play dirty and talk constant trash. And the moment Bronny airballed a shot, the arena would absolutely explode with mockery. They would hold up LeBron memes in the stands, while chanting "Who's Your Daddy" at the top of their lungs. Even when Bronny drew a legitimate foul, the commentators would get sarcastic over the airwaves, claiming he only got those calls because of his GOAT father influence. But nobody expected Bronny to be this resilient. After suffering a meniscus tear in his junior year, he was relegated to the bench. Yet Bronny didn't let it get to him. Instead, he hit the gym even harder and leveled up his defense to an elite status. By his senior year, fully healthy again, Bronny became the undisputed engine of Sierra Canyon and led the squad to a state title. Then at the star-studded McDonald's All-American game, he drained 5 straight triples, single-handedly pushing his national ranking all the way up to number 9. However, as Bronny was heading into USC with all that momentum, fate decided to play a cruel trick on him. In July 23, Bronny suffered a cardiac arrest during a workout and was immediately rushed to the ICU. Thankfully, the procedure was a success, and Bronny regained consciousness 2 days later. But the first thing on his mind, I wasn't about taking a break. It was asking the doctors when he could hoop again. That story made Bronny an overnight inspiration, but after the events that followed, the public sympathy for this superstar son began to fade. At the 2024 NBA Draft, when Adam Silver announced Bronny as the 55th pick for the Lakers, there was a collective gasp of disbelief from the crowd. Initially, fans just complained about the NBA being a league of nepotism, but when they found out Bronny and the Lakers agreed to a 4-year, $7.9 million contract, people really lost their cool, because this wasn't just standard second-round treatment. It felt like the elite class flexing on the common man. Yet, despite the high salary, Bronny hasn't delivered on the court. During that historic father-son debut, he finished with only a single rebound. In 23 appearances for the Lakers this season, he is averaging a meager 1.5 points and 1.1 assists. Now the internet is buzzing with jokes, saying LeBron first build failed, but he still has a backup account. It is true that his brother Bryce has physical tools that far exceed Bronny, but currently at the University of Arizona, he has become a permanent fixture on the bench. Up to this point, Bryce has only seen the floor 5 times during garbage time, averaging an embarrassing 0.8 points and 0.4 boards. As the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And lately, their father hasn't been having it easy either. In the 2026 All-Star Media voting, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the West with 99 unanimous votes, while LeBron received a grand total of 3. Some people joke that those 3 votes probably came from LeBron and his 2 sons. Looking at this rapidly fading influence, maybe LeBron really won't get to see the day all 3 James men share the court together.